Someone else's spouse is never gonna be your soulmate. If you are talking to a married man and you're like, no, he is my soulmate. No. No. I don't vibe with you. Someone else's spouse is not your soulmate. And also, I firmly believe in this statement. You lose them how you get them.
Yeah, it was just her turn.
If you are a mistress and you marry a man because you had an affair with him, he's gonna leave you for another woman eventually. So yeah, you'll live your life in fear, which is deserved. Okay, so you know how that girl was on TikTok saying her mom was so blessed because she met a guy, she was the mistress, and then he wifed her up. It's like, that's not love. That's not love. Men that cheat on their wives they're not husband material. No one should touch them. That drives me nuts when people like are crazy about someone else's spouse. Like, get some self-respect.
Why?
Self-respect, really? In 2024?
That's boring.
With all the side pieces, side chicks, chicks with side dudes, married men and women with side pieces, mistresses, misters, if you will, whatever. In this modern smorgasbord, if you will, I've never said that before, of dating. Is it surprising? No. This is partially, and I think one of the main reasons why it's in such a mess.
The inexhaustible variety of life.
Everyone's doing everyone.
And deep down, there's something wrong with you if you're attracted to someone else's husband. I'm married, so I think everyone's like, ick. Like, whenever I was single, if I knew a man was taken, like, something shifts in your brain where you're like, yuck. That's healthy. If you are healthy and in your right mind, you will not be attracted to someone else's husband.
But let's be honest here. For a lot of women, that is the attraction, isn't it? He's already pre-selected. He's already worn in, to a degree, if you will.
Quite suitable.
Suitable for what?
He's already been chosen. He's already been verified by another woman or women. Therefore, it makes it easier for him to get a lot more other women. Woo! Yeah? Is it his game or the game women are giving to him?
50% of women have admitted to trying to take another woman's man.
What's the number of the success of that? 50%.
Wow. It is 1/3 are successful.
Damn, that's
1/3 of these attempts.
Yeah.
A woman tries to take somebody's man.
Yeah.
They win.
Yeah, and these are not just women out on the town that you just see by themselves. These are your friends. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is because women like men that other women like.
Mhm,
Exactly.
And women are very social creatures.
right.
They hang out in social groups that match their mindset.
Right.
Some of the men that have the most game are men that already have a woman. You have a wife, you have a girlfriend. From a man's perspective, you're already verified. You know you've already got a woman at home. None of what I'm saying is advice. None of what I'm saying are tips for men to do. I'm not saying, oh, get yourself a woman because it's easier to get other women. That's not what I'm saying. That's just an obvious point here. It's an obvious point.
I'm 37 and I wish somebody told me to chill out with the career stuff. Not worry so much because you will definitely have 1 or 2 career changes within your lifetime. I'm on like my 3rd and I stressed myself so much in my 20s about it. You're gonna change, it's fine.
Let's talk about dating somebody who is already in a relationship or married. Now, as a dating and relationship coach, I have spoken to many people who've told me in secrecy that they are dating somebody who is in a relationship or is married, and they know about this. And, you know, my job as a dating and relationship coach, it's not to, you know, blast you. It's not to tell you you're so wrong. You know, it's for me to have a judgment-free zone, but to get you to answer the questions that you need answered.
Be accountable.
So the first thing I want you to think about is this. When you enter a relationship with somebody who is already in a relationship or is married, when you're basically the other person in secrecy, it's going to go one of 2 ways. Number 1, you're either going to burn their relationship or marriage with the other person, so people are going to get hurt. Or number 2, you're going to get hurt. Like, you're going to get hurt immensely because they don't choose you. So I want you to think about it that way. It's either going to go one or 2 ways. The other thing I want you to ask yourself is if there's a pattern of you doing this behavior in life.
And that's an interesting point there. When I started dating as a young man, the reality that a lot of people are really just sleeping with everyone else. The real value of a relationship or a marriage was not what I thought it was, because a lot of these people are only using people for other people.
Leverage.
It's not really real. But then when you start to see that because a lot of people are just sleeping with other people and using other people as leverage, it creates a pool where no one in the pool, a lot of people in the pool are not really being honest. It's all a lie. Of course it's all a mess because it's all a lie.
Because what do you gain from somebody who doesn't give you their full love and attention? What do you gain? Is there a secondary gain? Do you gain something from somebody, treating you like a queen, but not really being there all the time? What part of you is attracted to that behavior?
It's funny.
And something else to think about is, as your very first masculine or male role in your life, your father to you, to see if you have any similar behaviors to that. Because we're usually attracted to the first love that we've experienced in our life from a male. And generally, it's our male caregiver, which would be our biological or stepfather or whatever male role model you had in your life. So things to think about, things to get introspective on. But remember, ask yourself, what do you deserve? Is it someone's full heart or someone's half heart?
And she's speaking to women, but a lot of men understand, being the side dude, she's never going to be yours, bro.
But it's an illusion.
It was just a turn. Fun though, all just a turn.
When my fiance calls me dramatic, but this is him playing video games every night.
You gotta be shitting me! I'm done with this game, dude. This game's fucking ass. This has to go in. Fuck!
Explain to me how I go from being detached to liking someone to being completely delulu. Delulu. It is bloody bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm never gonna see anyone again.
All right, y'all. Why do a lot of women want taken men and not single men? Well, that's a conundrum. Girl got an answer for you. Let's get into it. The forbidden fruit. I want what I can't have. Some women think that taken men are safe. Some women just want what other women have. They thinking if she's with him, he must be a cat.
Yeah, he's pre-selected. This is Tyrese's ex-wife.
Beautiful pain is my truth.
Do you know how long I didn't know that? Yeah, this is Tyrese's ex. She makes content, okay?
For ego boost. But he's toxic women out here. As if she won the competition between her and your girl. Some women like a challenge. This one may shock you. Taken men exude a different kind of confidence. They not at the bar buying drinks, emptying their wallet to take a woman home.
They don't need to.
Already got one. Because of his perceived confidence, women desire him more.
And again, that's women giving a man the game he has, because he's using a woman to garner the game he has. Now look, a lot of men do this, and for as beneficial as that is, for anyone in the dating pool looking for anything serious, you're coming across a lot of people who are doing this. They're doing these weird triangulation moves with other people, while you may be out there looking for something real and normal. Then people wonder why they can't find anything real and normal.
What more do you want from me?
Because a large percentage of people are side chicks or side dudes to people in relationships.
So I dated a guy that was 5'4" and I'm 6 feet tall, so that looked, interesting to the human eye. And it was fine, but there were just some things that would happen that would leave me, scratching my chin, as they say. Time I needed to borrow sweatpants, and his sweatpants barely went past my knees and were literal shorts on me. And then another time I was eating chips and I was in heels and I was right next to him, and one of the chips fell out of my mouth and it landed on the top of his head. And I remember thinking, whoa.
People like being the side chick.
That's what I'm saying. That it's a situation where they feel
I know what
that
you mean, yes. They want to be the side chick and they don't want to be the main.
They don't want to be.
They
don't want to be in a necessary relationship.
But see, go mess with somebody else. Yes,
don't
relationship with a married man or someone in a relationship.
Let me clarify my point for a minute, okay?
Okay.
There are some women, it might be because of their age or because how they feel about themselves. Not necessarily they feel bad about themselves, but they feel like, okay, I found a guy that can take care of me. And that's the reason why a lot of them may end up having this relationship where they know that he may be married, he has a girlfriend, but because they're being taken care of. And a lot of times it happens to younger women. It's like an older man, younger women type of thing, because they feel like in their life right now they're not ready to settle down, but this guy is going to take care of them. So you know, it's easy for us to say, oh, women shouldn't do it, but in reality, it's happening.
Okay.
And my point is why they keep getting glory. That's my hope.
And my point is, why don't more women take accountability for that aspect? You see, a lot of men can be cheaters.
Right.
But it doesn't matter how magical he is. It's because he knows how women are. Yes, a lot of men are cheaters. A lot of men run through multiple women, but they can because they're being allowed to do it. The women are aware it's happening. In fact, as we've seen, more game is given to men that do so. So my point is, why do people complain on one hand that they can't find what they want when they participate in this nonsense? They know they have done or they continually do. Act like, why are people cheating? If a lot of people think like this, well, why wouldn't they?
Whole point.
Stop
glorifying.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah. I do. But do you think someone eventually always gets hurt when there's a side chick involved?
Of course, because
whether it's the side chick wanting more or the wife or the girlfriend finding out about
There
that
are
person?
women, but see, you're talking about an emotional, like, if it becomes emotional. Some women understand their place.
It is scary how a taken man is more interested in you than a single man. The fact that single men don't want to be bothered and taken men do. It's fucking scary. That's why I stay single. Because there is no fucking way in hell.
Sorry to break it to you, but if your man cheated on you, he's not a man. And we don't date boys. So cut him loose. Only men are allowed to date women. We don't date boys.
Yeah, sure, that sounds cute. Because a lot of women have a hive mind, and a lot of women understand the pre-selection of a man. It enables a lot of men to be the toxic, cheating bastards that they are. Which is why no matter how much as a man I mention, yeah, a lot of dudes can be toxic, I would also mention, well, a lot of dudes can be. They're given room to be so. Grace to be so.
How can you, as a single woman, think to yourself that, okay, well, I'm dating this married man and you're loyal to him? How are you being loyal to a married man? It doesn't even make sense. You'll find single girls not being loyal to their single boyfriend, but you'll find a single girl being loyal to a married man. Like, make it make sense. That's what I'm talking about with married men knowing how to make you delusional, because you start becoming delusional.
And this is why I call BS on a lot of modern dating, because a lot of people are actually lying. And if some people understood the other people were lying, they'd either change how they date or realize a lot of this is absolute BS. Have a nice day.
Quite suitable.
Suitable for what?